Welcome back to Grotzod Plays Minecraft. Today, we are actually in our animation world. Our creative world, if you will. Oh, just gonna get rid of this platform I made here so I could actually see myself. We are going to experiment with lava and structure blocks today. I had an idea where I wanted to make it so this lake of lava we made last time actually has some animation going on it, where we have lava bubbles that come up and maybe some other interesting things. I was thinking an idea is that over here it could like bubble up and then spill out into this little ravine spot and then go back to normal. We're going to experiment though to see if this is even possible. So what I've done is I've set up a little test area here. We're going to put our bucket of lava down, and then we're going to place one of our command blocks here, or our structure block, and we are going to call this lava lava bubble 01, and we're going to give it a position or structure size of 1 by 1 by 1. So it's a cube, a 1 block cube, or 1 voxel cube. And let's make you 0 and -2, I think. Should be good. We're going to find out where this actually is. So done. It's over here. So, +2. I am not very good at this guessing game. I should really look at my coordinates that I'm currently at before I start recording this episode, but I didn't. So, the plan is... I'm actually going to make this 1. The plan is to see if we can copy just this blade of lava and then paste it into our world using, again, the structure block. The idea being is because you don't want necessarily a full block of lava, especially because if you place a full block of lava, it can then actually run all over the place, where if we could just grab just a blade, that might be a really interesting way of animating lava without actually having it to let it flow itself. Let me explain what I'm doing here, and let me get this set up for a second, and then I will come back and I will explain more exactly what I'm doing here. 1 second, stand by. Okay, moment of truth here. I've set up 3 save blocks here, saving the 3 levels of lava. In the overworld, it only travels 3. If this was the nether, it would travel even farther, but we're not in the nether. We could actually go to the nether and do this. I don't see why not. And then I've set it up 1, 2, 3 here. We're going to see if this actually works. Oh, look at that, it does. Oh, and it spreads even. Look at that. Does it go away, though? That's the next question. If it just stays there... That's interesting. Very interesting. Let's actually do another experiment. Okay, so we've turned it on. It's spread to the one beside it. But if I block that, what happens? Oh, it goes away. Interesting. Oh. Oh, that's very interesting. So, the level 1, the lowest level here, spreads 1 distance. The level 2 spreads 2, so it'll go to all 4 corners. And if I get rid of it, it goes away. Let's actually do an experiment. Because it's spread to here, if I put a block down here, will it get rid of all the things? Oh, so as soon as you interrupt it at all, it stops it altogether. So let's see, level 3. Oh, but the level 3 doesn't seem to... Huh. The level 3... just pops up and then disappears again on its own power. That's curious. And it only spreads. And if I add... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so my deduction is... Why did you do that? Okay, so no lava. I should really have done this on the other side here. I guess my buttons probably would have fallen off if I did. Okay, so I hit 1, it goes to 2. Sure. Hit this one, it opens up the middle, and it spreads. Doesn't get rid of it though. But if I hit the level 3, oops, level 3, it creates it, and then it actually makes it all go away. That's interesting. Okay, we can play with this. We can make this work. I'm gonna do some setup to see how we can make this animate, and we're gonna add like a bubble, so it goes blop, in the middle of this lava lake and see how well we can actually animate this this happening. I would time-lapse it, but I think it would be extremely boring, because you would literally just see me messing around inside the save and load blocks for literally 1/3 of the recording. So I'm gonna go set this up myself, and then I will come back and I will show you what it looks like, and then we'll figure out whether or not we add it to our Let's Play, because that'd be really cool to have some animated bits going on here and there. So this has been an interesting test, and I'm gonna build something, so stand by. I'll be right back. And I'm back with our bubbling lava pit. I've added some, as you can see, they pop up every so often. There's a big one in the center here, and there's a nice little one that's over here. Eventually it'll pop up. They're all on timers with randomizers, so they kind of happen randomly, so it's not just kind of like a consistent on the timer on a clock kind of thing. So I think that looks pretty cool. There's all goes all three. So I think this turned out pretty darn rad. It's a little bit messy with my setup here. I have to streamline this so we can actually build it into a module so we can put it into our world. I'm just going to add another, probably one of those big ones right up here in the corner, and I think we're good to call it done. Maybe a big one there, and actually maybe a little one down here as well. I think that might actually look good. So I'm going to quickly add those in, and then we will go and throw this into our world. But before we do that, I learned some things as I was experimenting and actually doing this kind of animation process here. Our initial tests where we added these things here, where we did these, I originally thought that this actually put some kind of block down here or something. I'm not really sure what was going on here. Turns out this was just a block update thing. So as soon as there becomes a block update, anywhere around it, that doesn't actually create a block update. As soon as there's a block update anywhere around it, it'll automatically kill this. Okay, now it's not working. But as soon as there's a block update, it'll actually kill this thing here. So that was something to learn. Also, as you can see here, when it goes onto a flat ground surface with these structure block things beside it, it'll actually do this four-way split. But if I turn these on to just whatever, so they're not here anymore, we'll get rid of this. And then when I do it, it actually just creates a small pond. So the structure blocks copy entities pretty strangely. So it took a little bit of finessing to kind of get some kind of animation that actually looked half decent. The one cool thing is when you put a piece of lava over top of lava, it makes the edges bubble up a little bit to kind of connect with it. As you can see, kind of there, like the whole thing swells a little bit. So that's pretty cool. I think that that made up for the fact that it wasn't working quite the way I hoped it would. So yeah, that's what I learned. It's definitely a learning experience. Anyhow, as I was saying, I'm gonna go quickly rebuild all this stuff here in a more compact way, and then we're gonna go throw it into our world with the module. And after an hour and a half, I have finally built our module. I still have to fill in the sides, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I got going on here. There's 4 different things being animated, so I figured I wouldn't go too crazy, because I could obviously add in another 2 or 3 or 4, but then this becomes either 2 or 3 layers higher, or I have to start actually making it wider as well, and this seemed like a pretty decent size. It's actually going to be placed, I actually have a little template for myself, so I know this is where I'm going to be knocking out. So when I go into my real world, I will knock out this block and count down 30 blocks, and that's where I will place our structure block, and then it'll be placed. So you can take a look, see where I've actually placed these things. They're running on randomizers, so there's a clock that then has a random chance of spawning, or random chance of triggering all of the animation for each of these things. So they'll randomly be bubbling and popping, as our world goes. It's a lot of work to add subtle details to your Minecraft, I will say that. But I think it is 100% worth it, and which is why we are doing it. It's an A for effort, I hope. Anyhow, this is just a quick show of what it looks like. It's reasonably compact. I kind of ran into a bunch of issues where blocks above it were triggering blocks below it, and it was kind of nightmarish, but I got it done, and I got it working, and now we're just going to put it into our Minecraft. Here we are, back in our Let's Play. I went and got myself a structure block already, so you guys don't have to watch me fumble through typing stuff. And we are going to go down 30 blocks right here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's pretty handy. And let's dig ourselves out. Oh, look, some iron. Hey, look at that. Never, ever going to complain about finding iron randomly when digging holes straight down, which is quite obviously the worst way of me doing this, because, well, as we all know. Oh, I actually have to be creative in order to place this. Okay. 1 second here. Let me just, Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just going to jump into creative. I'm just going to get myself a chest first. 1 second. So I put my chest way up over there so I won't accidentally erase it or paste over top of it when we place this block. So we're going to paste our command block here, and we are going to load. Structure's name is lava, river, anim, 01. Load. Seems to be good. And let's load. Sounds like there's a creeper that was inside of where this block is. Oh well. Well, I mean, that's good. I have at least a way out here as well. So I'm just gonna cheat a little bit here and fly out. And let's see, is it working? I don't see anything there. Seems to have placed it in the correct spot. Now we just need to see if it's actually running. And if it's not, we need to go figure out why. Oh, did I see anything? Just give it a second. We're just gonna wait and see if it does something. It should. Waiting. Waiting. Seen this guy go a couple times. It just has a really low chance. I put it as a half decent chance. I put it, I think, like 1 in 2, 1 in 3, I think. Let's go do some investigating while we're still in creative mode here, to make sure that our clocks are actually running and that things are actually hooked up. Because I would rather not have to deal with that later on down the road. So, let's zip down here. The first one is down here. Somewhere. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's grab a piece of bedrock. Okay, this is almost cheating. Bedrock. But we're gonna let ourselves get away with it this time, just because, you know, otherwise we're gonna have a broken contraption here, and no one likes broken stuff, especially not me. And we need a redstone torch. Redstone. That's not how you spell stone. Okay, and we'll just quickly go like this to fire it up. So it appears to be doing its thing. It just is not going very often, that's all. Just gonna sneak all the way over here. See, are you indeed? Sorry about all the waiting here, just trying to figure out if this is actually working properly, because it should fire this off every so often. I haven't seen it go yet, so this is my concern, is that it's not actually working. 4, 5. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it is apparently working. Just not very much. And while we're here, let's just zip on up. We can actually go straight up here. And one more. This one's working as well. Well, it seems to be fine, just not not happening very often, that's all. You know, I am completely fine with that. Looks like there is no problems, which is what I wanted to see. Let's close this back up. And then I will fly back up to the surface and we will work on something else. Because we've been working on this for a long time. I've been working on this for hours now. Okay. Just throw away the stuff that is not allowed. We're going to keep the structure block because then we don't have to get a new one later. And I did not get that. Okay. Game mode. 0. Back to survival. Hey, look at that. We saw it. That's rad. Okay. Grab all of our stuff. And let's put things back in their proper order. I was flying around with armor on, apparently, in creative. That's interesting. So there we go. We have now animated our lava river. I think it's super duper neat. Let me know what you think. If it's something that you guys think is totally worth doing, or if it's more effort than it needs to be. Oh, that went 3 times in a row. So there's that one, and there's one that goes right here, and there's one that's way back over here as well. I'm not seeing either of those. Oh, there's goes. That's good. That's good. You know, they happen every so often. They're not like all the time, so it'll be one of those things where we're wandering by, and all of a sudden, oh, look at that hop. Look at that. Very cool. Okay, let's go find something else to do. This has taken us majority of the day, and I am exhausted from typing numbers into structure blocks all day. So let's actually go and we'll do some building, or we'll do something or other. We'll figure something out to do. I'll be right back. So I received a neat suggestion on Reddit, I think, that instead of me just kind of going into creative mode and getting a structure block, or command blocks if I need them, that I actually build like an altar, and then we have to like put diamonds or obsidian or something like that in to actually craft our structure blocks and command blocks, and then we would get them from some setup we would build. So, and I think that idea is genius, like amazing. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a place up here in this kind of hole in the wall, I guess you can say, where we'll have an altar to the command god blocks or something like that. Command god blocks. Command blocks god. There we go. So I think that's what we're actually gonna do a little bit of work on. I only have probably another half an hour, 20 minutes to like work on stuff, so we are going to be quick about it. But we're going to have it so you would come up here, and then we'll hollow out this area a little bit, and then we'll actually decorate it up and then put in some kind of altar. And the idea being, do I have a chest on me? I don't have a chest. The idea being that the altar itself would have a chest in it, where we'll put our stuff into our chest, whatever we decide, which you guys can leave comments. That'd be rad for you guys to leave comments on what kind of stuff we'd have to put into the chest to sacrifice in order to get a structure and a command block out of it. But we'd put our stuff into our chest, and then we would have a button, sacrifice to command god blocks, and then it would light on fire, do all this kind of cool stuff, and then it would then reappear with a command block or structure block. We can use some of the new structure blocks actually to like build that altar for ourselves. So that's kind of what the plan is here. We just want to make a kind of a cool looking way up. And we're going to do it 3 wide, and I think it'd be a nice low ramp, something low and slow, as they might say. I think that's actually how you make pulled pork, is you cook it low and slow. But that's a whole different story for a whole different day. And we're not cooking. We're not a cooking show, okay, guys? You know what? I know you guys want to see cooking shows, but no, this is not a cooking show. And we need to come down another. So this will be half slab there. One of these guys here. And what do we think of this? Actually, I don't have wood on me either. I have nothing on me. Maybe we won't build half slabs. Maybe we'll just build stairs up then. Yeah. You know what? We're changing our plan here, guys. Solely because I didn't bring the resources that I needed to build this thing properly with me. So it's going to look like this. Stair, stair, stair. Nope. Do I want stair, stair like that? No. Yeah. Maybe. Sure. We're gonna go stair, 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 stair. And stair we go. Get it? Stare. We go, oh my god, this is way too punny of an episode. I should stop while I'm ahead. Yeah, I think that's working. I think that's gonna work out quite nicely, actually. And we'll figure something out here. Maybe we'll put lava pouring down, or maybe a skull, or I don't know. We'll figure something out for the actual cave entrance itself. But this is largely what it's gonna be like. This is called the episode where Grotzod rambles a whole bunch. And that's largely because I spent all my time playing with structure blocks in the creative world. And now my brain is fried because it takes a lot of brain power to constantly be trying to figure out what structure blocks go where, how it needs to look, what it needs to do. So, yeah. What I'll probably do is, because we're going to call it quits on this episode here pretty darn soon, I'm going to, before the next episode, dig out this more so we can actually work on this project next time. And I might actually finish up this initial entrance here. And then we will actually work on decorating the entire inside of that as our next episode. And then, that'd be, I think, a pretty fun episode, actually. So, until next time, thanks for watching Grotzod Plays Minecraft. I'm your host, Grotzod. And don't forget, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe. Until next time, Orcs rule. Whoa, that's my crotch. Don't look at that. That's gross. Ah!